G'day Star Wars collectors, fans, welcome to Star Wars Red Leader 1, and as you know we have a toy fair happening over the weekend, and Star Wars Hasbro have released some of the new products that I think may be released later this year, part of Triple Force Friday or maybe early next year. But some of the products also they've shown is some products that we already know. That's the vintage collection, next wave of figures, which everyone already knows. And some of the 6-inch line as well, which pretty much everyone already knows. So we're not going to focus on those. We're going to focus on some of the new stuff which is coming out, which is pretty cool. Now, these images here are brought to you by Yakface. Those guys do a great job keeping everyone up to date with the Hasbro Star Wars release of figures and that. But today I'm going to go over what has been released, and I'll give you my thoughts on that as well. And the first image we've been looking at, is we're getting a vintage collection Jabba's Palace, which includes, by the look of it, Han Solo and Reyes. I think that's how you pronounce it. It looks like these figures are actually included in the set, which looks pretty cool. So, looks like they're going all out with the Return of the Jedi to go with the sail barge, which I think is out now. I'm not too sure if it is. But the playset itself looks really, really cool. I can just imagine some collectors having this whole Return of the Jedi Tatooine setup would look absolutely amazing. I guess coming up to Star Wars Celebration, I've got a feeling that Hasbro will probably have a big display up like they normally do with the Star Wars toys, but the playset looks pretty cool. So probably look at seeing a lot more of the Return of the Jedi figures coming out as well. So quite amazing. The next image we're looking at is the skiff. So they're going to release the skiff to go along with the sail barge and obviously Jabba's Palace. Like I said, for some reason they're going all out with Return of the Jedi, especially with the play sets and vehicles and figures. So, but that looks amazing. So, if I have a chance of being able to buy it, I definitely would want to get that. Definitely. Looks quite good. So I'm assuming this is part of the vintage collection as well. Yeah, that looks really good. So maybe if I can find it. The next figures that we're going to look at is a new line of figures, which I think are going to have a lot of collectors maybe not happy about. And this is a wave of figures they call the retro line. So they're releasing the original sculpts of the original figures in a retro vintage Kenner hardback, which has, I reckon they've made the cards look like they've got a bit of wear and tear in them for the look. But, wow, they do look really cool. So this would be something I would love to add to my collection. I'm not too sure about the purist collectors will be happy about this. These figures hitting the stores because I think there'll be a few shenanigans going on the eBay sites and stuff between scalpers and stuff like that. But that looks really cool. Looks really good. I guess one thing you can tell that is by looking at the feet. They're pretty sure they have the date on when these were made. But anyway, I can see a lot of trouble happening with these, especially with the lightsaber on Darth Vader and Luke, but still looks cool. Something I probably would love to pick up, but let me know, you guys who are just the original vintage Kenner line figures collectors. I don't think you guys would be too happy about these hitting stores. The next one, which is really cool, I didn't realise it's 20 years since Episode 1, and Hasbro are releasing a traditional card back for the first Episode 1 figures, which for the 6-inch line. You got Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Maul, and they look really, really good. Absolutely awesome, actually. So these apparently are going to be exclusives. Not sure where to, but they look fantastic. And I'm kind of assuming later on you'll probably find that there'll be More of these figures are released as well as getting close to Triple Force Friday. So I guess that they're holding back the rest of the figures for that wave, but that looks really cool. And next one, which we've seen already and talked about, is the Darth Vader. The only thing I got wrong with this is that Darth Vader in the new Hyper Real is going to be 8-inch figure. So Hasbro are bringing out another line of figures at different sizes. Not too sure if Darth Vader is going to be the only one. Normally they release 2 of these, so I'm kind of assuming that we could get maybe an Obi-Wan, Luke, or something like that. I'm pretty confident that we'll probably get a Obi-Wan Kenobi Hyper Real figure, 8-inch figure to go along with Darth Vader, which really cool. So, but all of these new products that Hasbro have revealed at the Toy Fair look totally amazing. Now let's just see if these make it to stores in Australia and other countries and that, because yeah, I would love to pick these up. They look fantastic, but we'll just wait and see on how Hasbro deals with this. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you for tuning in. Obviously leave a comment down below. Give me your thoughts on these new line of figures. Hit that like button, share this video, and if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. Thank you, and may the force be with you always.